Hello everyone, welcome to a new live stream for the crypto market. This is of course the live stream for the special request, and I wish you all a happy Sunday, guys. So let me welcome all of you. Hungo, hello buddy, how you doing? Joe, Minuyen, and the new user. Hello, buddy. John and Toby, MG. Nice to see all of you guys. So we're gonna dive, of course, with your special request from yesterday live stream, which we did not finish. And of course, as promised, we're gonna finish it today, and we'll see, of course, what's going on in it. And of course, we're gonna take some new requests we have from our Discord as well, and some new requests if they are not mentioned here, we're gonna, of course, take it. BGB will move, of course, to there. So we have time today. And we start with Hungo. Hello, buddy. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Thank you. And can you have a look at Zora? All right. We never heard about this, but let's see what is it. BMB2, it's interesting to look at. Many thanks. You're very welcome, buddy. Joe, again, live stream. Yes, it is the special live stream for you guys. This is for your special request, basically. So, yes, I am there for you today. Minuyan, can you analyze comp? Well, comp, which is, it has been a very long time for this one, but it is almost like ICP a little bit. I remember since a year ago, I think when we started the channel, we were analyzing this one too. But yeah, I think I have some allergy about it. But we're gonna check on it. It has been a long time. Right. Hello, KG. Please do an update on BONK. Okay, we can see BONK. And if we have time, yes. Right. Joe, 45 minutes. Hi, KG. I have time, please check on WIF. We have WIF. Yes, we have WIF here. Perfect. Lot KGW. I don't know what you wrote. It's symbols that you wrote. I cannot read this, but very welcome, buddy. If you can write English, that would be great. BGB is already there. Yes, it has moved to our special request for check raise. And nice to see all of you guys. Let's just check on Bitcoin. Let's say it is the intraday, if you want, which we always do. We're gonna check just fast what happened in Bitcoin, what we're looking for. So today we did a very long analysis with the indicator and what we might expect based on Elliott wave as well. So I mentioned that we are watching, of course, this level. This is a very critical level, 88K 670. From there, we can expect, of course, if the price still range under it, we might drop down still continuously for lower prices. And currently, you have kind of like a leading diagonal in a wave A. We have the B, and I mentioned today, of course, we were still there. I mentioned we're looking for a wave C as an impulse, right? So this impulse has unfolded so far. If we dive even 15-minute chart, you can see clearly 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 is an ending diagonal, probably. Well, so we gotta be careful unless this is gonna transform to leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if this happens, guys, well, if we break this again, and this is gonna be an extended wave 5, maybe it's just gonna stop around it and then push down again. But if we continue further higher prices and we see, of course, a wave 3 there, that's gonna be interesting. Okay, that is gonna be interesting. So decisively breaking the 88K would raise the red flag, right? That something might be unfolding very high. Why? Because if you get wave 3, that means it's an impulse, right? When you get an impulse, that means it is at least a wave A. If we are in A, then B in a C, because it has to be a zigzag, then it becomes very close to the invalidation of bearish, which is, in case you are in 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4 is not allowed to interfere there. So by all means, if we get right now a signal of an impulse, wave 3, breaking the 1-to-1 fib level decisively, that opens the possibility to shift for something higher. Now, is it bullish, meaning all time high? Well, of course not. Okay, of course not. It might be something for higher, but it might be something sideways, and it might be something as diagonal. Nobody knows because this currently can act as an ABC zigzag. Wave one in diagonal, wave two, three, four, five. Nobody knows. Maybe this is what the market is going to choose to do and not a very strong impulse continuation toward the downside, but step by step, guys. Of course, 88K, 670. We are not rushing here for something to move for higher, but yeah, I mean, the things are starting to kind of show some strengths here in Bitcoin, right? So to be watched. All right, so that's it regarding Bitcoin. I will not add anything more. I think I made a very detailed analysis today in the morning, so you can go and check the video. Hello, R. Smiler. How you doing, buddy? Nasim, hi KG, I'm planning to buy your subscription. Can you please tell me a bit about it? Well, I think there is a video already explaining about it. So if you go to the join button, you will see the video explaining everything. I think it's done better than I might do right now because it shows you also the Discord channel, what you get, how it works, and everything. So that's why it is made there, buddy. So, um, but what I can tell you already is the difference between Patreon and YouTube. So there is difference with the prices because YouTube takes 30% as a fees, while Patreon takes 15%, and that's and to keep it like balanced. I keep it somehow balanced with the things. So with Patreon is kind of like probably less, I think so. Yeah. So that's why just the explanation why there is a difference between the prices. All right. And welcome to our community, buddy. So of course, what I can say, like in our community, every day we get some updates. Of course, before going to YouTube and doing video, I update Bitcoin, I update Nasdaq and the gold. Right. If you are also in the stocks, you can mute the stocks if you don't want to like it, and of course, you can ask for special request, which you get it already earlier here on Discord, and sometimes, of course, definitely we cover some signals that we get in the market, and if you have questions and so on, so I'm available there. That's it. All right, guys. So regarding our special request, so let's move on with XRP. Well, XRP was requested yesterday. I mentioned, okay, XRP is a very interesting coin, but it is a turtle of the crypto market, right? When it is very sideways, it's very very boring. But when it goes bullish, it's incredible strong. But currently, do we see a signal of strength turning bullish or something like this? Well, not yet, guys. Definitely not yet. In a bigger picture here for XRP, you can be in a finished impulse. Probably can be there, like a wave one, meaning like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I doubt it. This wave five is horrible. Um, yeah, and then if you want to count that your wave one finished here is also not really nice, right? So what I'm looking here, still this possible wave four, okay? This possible wave four, and I'm pretty sure that we are corrective. I'm very sure we are corrective here. Nothing is impulsive or bearish, like bearish meaning taking this phase here because this is your invalidation. But when it goes sideways for XRP, it never ends. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that this is going even somehow like this in a triangle. Okay. This is what I see. Despite the wick, of course, the wick is very, very deep and so on. But I think that we still here in a triangle. You cannot take the wick as a reference here. What I think you can take it as reference is this invalidation of triangle. And that means, of course, if you break this price, you might drop down. Okay. But I still doubt it, guys. guys. Okay, I still doubted that even the price is gonna reach this 1.55. I think it's gonna preserve somehow the triangle because XRP loves it. It loves sideways. Okay, it's a characteristic of this coin. Yeah, it is exactly the look at the all-time history. What a big sideways. Okay, so I'm expecting also there. Okay, every time we get to a correction, expect a very very long sideways. And this is exactly what I'm expecting here. Still a long sideways wave four. That means, of course, yeah, it can be a possibility. Yes, ABC finished and you move for higher, but I still doubt it, guys. Okay, because the market is not yet ready. The whole market is not yet ready. Okay, that's why. Also, it's of course it's also logic a little bit here. So when Bitcoin is ready, for example, okay, I would say, yeah, XRP can be ready as well. So I don't see it yet. Therefore, the highest possibility for me is still you can get, of course, a wave D right now, meaning, okay, it's a move somehow, but don't forget you are in a correction sideways. If you want to risk with this, do your risk management and so on. And yeah, so it can happen. Basically, I see a wave D here. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, and then we explode again for wave 5. Yep, so this is regarding XRP on the lower time frame. Well, even this impulse is not yet finished. If it is an impulse, if you want me to analyze the structure here, yeah, I mean, we still can be in this diagonal, which is already suggested. But the problem with it is that, yeah, this is also looking like expanding flat. I mean, you took the high here. That means, of course, your 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 probably is going to happen in this way. And that means that it's going to end up probably again a wave A, B. How are you going to count this right now? Wave C, right? So it can be a wave Y. This is all what I can say, of course, about it, because if you are here in a finished wave A and obvious diagonal, wave B, and then you have A, B, which is the three waves here, and the wave C is unfolding as diagonal, which is gonna finish, of course, a wave Y. Okay, meaning WX and a Y. So yes, very likely that you might finish still, of course, a diagonal here, probably, and that you might drop down, of course, for one more wave 5. Wave 4 as diagonal, you're looking right now at the perfect area. You are at the perfect area in the blue zone, right? And it looks like a zigzag. Internally as well, 1 hour chart, you would like to see an impulse finish. You have an A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, 4, and a 5. This is the last move toward the upside, probably, to finish, of course, this wave C. Now, if you take also 1-to-1 fib level, you're very close to it. Meaning, be careful from simply taking the high a little bit or a little bit going upper and then dropping down. If a very decisive one will continue upward and you get out of this box, well, very likely that you might have finished the wave Y just like that in 3 waves, okay? And then you push higher, probably, at least for the triangle that I just showed on the daily, meaning this one, this one. You push higher. You gonna take the high? Well, to be assessed. Okay, guys. I'm not a magician, of course. I'm more logical here. I go step by step. I analyze the structure inside it, and then we estimate if we're gonna take the high or not. I cannot say right now. But very likely, yes, that a wave D might unfold, meaning you have to expect something like this. Maybe not taking the high. Okay. All right. That was for XRP. Monero, XMR, which is a very interesting coin as well. Regarding a privacy project for the crypto market, this is a very, very interesting one. I mentioned this many times on Discord, by the way, and I mentioned it also on Instagram. on X. So if you follow there, you should have already got this setup since weeks, I think. And since weeks, we have made all of this almost. Yeah, so that's very interesting coin. And what we have here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm still looking for a wave 5. The target still at least 612. You still at the $400 or around it, which still have, of course, a 80 to 90% here to unfold and still unfolding. Okay, so I'm looking for this wave 5 here to be done and finish as potential A, B, and a C. The wave C is probably 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Well, it might go higher, guys. Of course, I mean, this is the minimum, what I mentioned. It can go 1,000. Nobody know. But it's very likely that it happen, and especially, yeah, we are in a very impulsive waves here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 continuation toward the upside, especially after three waves corrective. So very interesting for Monero. It's a nice one, and of course that because yeah, the market is a little bit unsecure right now for Bitcoin and the alts. So most of the market goes a little bit more private with this privacy coin, and of course, yeah, it's this is explain a little bit also that yeah, the others are in a bear market, but I see continuation. Yeah, so for who asked for this in Discord, yes, of course, our scenario is still there. Of course, I'm still looking for the blue zone. I never change, despite that you saw a very big correction. It's normal. 26 minutes 30 for Dash. All right, for Dash USD. Okay, so for Dash, we have here a three ways up, wave A. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably yes. You are in a diagonal, probably because you finished kind of like three waves. If you finish three waves down, also can be ABC finished, and you're looking for higher in a wave C 1 to 1 fib level 1900 and around it, or 800. However, if we dive a little bit inside, if you are here in double 1 2, you got your wave 3. So I don't know, this should be there 4 and a 5. Okay, what happened there for the wave 5? Here is the question. Yeah, that's not nice, honestly, but did we get invalidation? Yes. That's not nice. Okay. So the wave 5 is looking three waves. Okay. It's not looking really great. Let me go inside it a little bit. Yeah, it is three waves, guys. So you have kind of like, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave A, B, and a C. And it is a very clear impulse. Okay, in one wave, wave C. Now, the invalidation also, if this is a 1 2, well, you got it already. And this is a very strong ABC, probably, or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But why? The question mark is why, or it is a double 1 2 here. So be careful. Yeah, be careful. It might be a signal that it gives a favor for this scenario 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 because it end up as a BC zigzag, which is a part of a wave 4 in diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Well, actually, that's why we dive deeper in the micro to, of course, figure it out what's going on in the macro, right? And we got the answer. So probably wave 5 is unfolding here. Okay, meaning targets for a wave 5 can be as follow. Wave 5, diagonal, blue box. $19, $11. Okay, that's for Dash. Let me group this in a folder just to organize. I'll just do it later. Okay, so that was it for Dash. Target to be watched. Very likely that we drop down after this zigzag. We are at 30 minutes for AVAX. And let's go to chat a little bit. You're very welcome, Nasim. APT. Um, APT, right? We can add this. NGC Charlie, hello buddy, hello KG. Is Ethereum in the list? No, it is not because today is a special request. But if you specialize this request, it is a pleasure. All right, here we go. Ethereum for you. NGC, you're very welcome, buddy. Dogecoin, we did Dogecoin yesterday. Talib, you can go to the live stream from yesterday. I believe that it's still playing the same, so definitely it is there. You can find it easily. Go to the live section in the YouTube, find the previous from yesterday live stream, and then you will find in the titles down the Dogecoin. Yeah, so you will find it, of course, and it is there. So yep, we don't want to repeat the things. So AVAX, don't miss it. Don't miss it. All right, we are 31 actually. Here we go. For AVAX, let me take my red one. Here we go. All right, for AVAX, well, it's an old coin. It is a network. It is a project. It's a real project. But yeah, what I don't like in AVAX is why it is not leaving this triangle area. Yeah, why we don't break it. And why we go further in red. Are we really looking for this low, for this blue box in a wave ABC here, and then moving toward the upside to this blue box? If that is so, performance is not really nice. Okay, as performance is horrible. Especially if you count this as an impulse wave A, probably B, and a C toward the upside, but very likely that this triangle also is playing there. A, B, C, D, and an E, and we drop down. So that is also not really nice, okay? So in both case scenario, meaning we might be dropping down, whether you are in a zigzag, A, B, and a C, or if you are in a triangle, like A, B, C, D, and an E, and then you drop down, probably the same place, and then moving up again. Not nice, right? Unless one last chance for it to be saved is considering this A12. But this wick, which it took the 886, is as well horrible, right? It's a horrible indication, meaning 1, 2, in case you are in a W, X, and a Y, maybe the wave Y is want to finish in time without taking the low again. And the time is 0.618 here. But yeah, due to this very massive impulse right now, it is very clear as well that it might be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And yeah, I'm afraid that this turns even in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. I don't see here even kind of like a nice structure because 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 4, 5. That's bad. That is not looking really good. That I saw this yesterday, I think, also with Sui showing as well this potential structure. However, if we take a look a little bit here, some indicators, because you know it becomes a little bit complicated, of course, understandable. Where are my indicators here? I think I messed it up. Okay, can you please go down? Okay, how to bring it down now? Okay. I don't know. Trading view sometimes is really annoying. Here we go. Okay, now I know. I have to push the chart arrow up. So yeah, basically we got on the indicator, of course, a bullish cross on the 4 hour chart, which is good, building momentum, and the RSI still below. Now, if we break the RSI here, the center line, it might be something nice. The daily also is in the oversold many times. So yeah, I don't know what is waiting for, what the chart is waiting for to bounce up. Okay. Normally, also after the third time here reaching the RSI, well, you would like to see this long wick, you know, with a candle, which means kind of like a very strong V shape reaction. Okay, something like this. But this did not happen yet, so maybe it's not necessarily to have that it happens like this, but yeah, normally it should. So we gotta be careful in it. Okay, we gotta be careful with the AVAX. All right. So yeah, those are the scenarios with the AVAX and my biggest fears in it. So we're gonna see, guys. For LTC Litecoin, and let's see LTC. All right, here we go. So for Litecoin, which is a very old coin as well, one of the first coins ever for the crypto market, I think. I mean, one of the top 10, probably. I think so, right? Litecoin is one of the first 10 coins, crypto coins. So it's a very old one and stable. It's still stable. I can see, of course, stability. I see three waves up, and you probably have a triangle A, B, C, D, and an E. And probably the wave E is not yet really finished, and it wants to finish it and move for higher. Now, if it is finished there, you can consider 1, 2. Is it possible? Well, let's move inside it. If this is a possibility of a 1 2 and another 1 2 here, well, now I doubt it. After this, by the way, confirmation for lower taken. So, yeah, wave E is not finished. Okay, wave wave C is not finished. That is no 1 2 here, I believe. Your 1 2 also there, not finished. ABC has played. Okay, and we're looking here very likely to 1 2 3 4 and a 5, one more low at least, if even not further. Okay, and that means if you are in one more low here, okay, that means this as a wave E here. If you just let me remind you, so if you are in a wave E, maybe this wave E is not finished yet and wants to finish as a structure there. So if you have kind of like, I don't know, it can be, of course, kind of like diagonal, but yeah, horrible one, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But this wave 5 is longer than wave 3, which I don't like it at all. It can be maybe this structure belongs to the wave D there as truncation or something like that, and you start here your A, B, and a C, and then you have, of course, here the potential of 1, 2, yeah, and then you drop wave 3, 4, and a 5. Which is horrible, guys. Horrible. Like ABC. At the end, it's gonna be A, B, and a C, meaning this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But the wave 4 again, interfering, by the way, in zone 1. So I would say, even whatever is gonna happen here, I believe that the structure has to be done and finished in the micro, okay, in the micro level. I know it's very complicated, guys. It's very, very complicated, especially with this wick. And this is exactly what the market wants from us, to be simply confused. Therefore, we're going to follow only and mostly, of course, this micro level. And currently, I still see, of course, lower prices to unfold. Okay. This is all what I can say here, especially if you are here. I mean, look, it even has started from the high, meaning if you are A, B, and C, maybe this is the W, the X, and the wave Y, which is an impulse A, B, and a C. Yes, can be. Okay. It's not easy. It's not an easy market, of course, guys. So, yeah, especially after this week, it's gonna create a lot of confusions. All right, that's regarding LTC. Ayub, hi KG, nice analysis. Thank you, buddy. Nice to see you and glad that it helped. Can you dive into micro counts for Tau and is developing something nice? Do you think one more low is possible or we have already invalidated the short term bearish? Interesting to look at Tau. Yes, so we can take a look. By the way, we took a look at yesterday, but I didn't like that it took the 886. So yes, the probability reduced with this 886, unfortunately. But we're gonna see what is building today because I mean, yeah, most of the crypto market is showing something green today. Okay, so we'll see definitely. Lucodia, hello, 10 kg, and could you please update micro Ethereum? Yes, it's gonna be there. We're gonna look at Ethereum. All right, guys. So let's move on. We are at 40 minutes for ARB. ARB. All right. USD. Let's go crypto.com. Since they mostly show always all-time history, probably from 2023 April. Is that true? Or that is something older than this? Maybe with Coinbase, of course, as well. Yes, March. That's even before. Okay, but anyway, if this is really the all-time history, that's a very, very horrible chart. Okay, it's not good. One, two, three, four, and a five. You're already 5 ways down. Direction of the market is downward, so not recommended, guys. Do you know where are we heading? No. Why? Because there is no data before. You simply drop down from the beginning, so it's a failure. Okay, so be careful, guys. This one not recommended, of course. With at 41 minute 30 with USD. All right, for WIF, our target hit, our blue box potential area should still, of course, be there. But I'm looking here for timing more than price, honestly. I'm still looking after a potential 3 ways up. I'm looking for the 3 waves down to be finished somehow, probably in W, X, and a wave Y. The wave Y, what I'm expecting is a 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and then final wave down, finishing exactly on time, finishing the same timing of the structure, and then moving toward the upside. Is it a nice things to happen for the crypto market? Definitely not. Okay, definitely not. This is horrible. What we saw, of course, here is okay, was nice, kind of like impulsive, but it is an ABC at the end, and then the whole time just dropping down. So is it a good investment? Is it a good thing? Well, I have to be honest, guys. I mean, I don't rely so much on crypto the whole time in my career here, and that's why I'm honest. I can say yes, crypto market is the best. Oh, and we have a crypto channel here, but I'm not that type, guys. So honestly, for this one, okay, for WIF is not a good thing. What I see here, okay. I mean, this is the only good thing in the whole chart, and the whole time was not really performing good. Okay, and it might still take more time, so be careful with this one as well. Now, the highest possibility is 3 ways down, X, and we have, of course, 3 ways down again, and we 3 ways up, and then potentially can be, by the way, can be even something like a flat, yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it can be a triangle here, A, B, C, D, and an E, and then start the move toward the upside later on. Okay, so this is also possible and very ugly at the same time, right? So internally, on the micro level, well, I don't see a finished structure. Very simple, because your structure here, in case no triangle, by the way, A, B, C, no triangle. I will not take this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep potentially the wave C taken there as a wave 4 probably, and wave 5 here in case you are impulsive. Okay, so in case that you are in a diagonal, meaning wave 1, and then 2, and then you're looking for the 3, and then probably wave 4, 4, and a 5. But this, it might end up only a structure, 3 waves, or probably diagonal, which it can be, of course, your impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a very ugly one. Or in case, of course, we are in a big WX and a Y from this high here, like kind of like a WX and a wave Y here is unfolding. Whoa, that's very horrible, right? So I prefer to take it like W. Even this is your X, the ABC internally. So W, X, and something. If it is W, X, and Y, it can be zigzag after the diagonal, for example. Okay, because it is 5 waves. In case it is opening 5 waves, in case it stays 3 waves, it can be probably flat, or it can be the triangle, taking more time or achieving the time required to finish a structure. So yeah, be careful with this one. I mean, guys, yes, the things are not really nice, but this time is needed minimum time requirement right now. After this structure, W, X, and a Y, probably the wave Y is gonna range in between here. So it can be again the 3 ways. You push up, you finish something down, or it can be 3 ways down and 3 ways up, not finished yet, meaning, and then you push down. And then probably all time high again. All right. So for VELO, 46 minute 30. Uh, 30. All right. VELO. And you see about timing, it is interesting to see the timing for wave 2 for Bitcoin. I think it might take 2 years, right? If so, interesting how it will be, as it was very fast drop down and it still has many time. You're very wrong, NGC. Sorry, buddy. I don't mean to hit you, but it's just you're very wrong about timing, because I already explained that this bear market has started since January already of this year. You are in an expanding flat. The wave A has started in January, and what you saw as all-time high is a wave B expanding flat of this bear market. And currently, very likely that we are at the end of the bear market, which is in a perfect time right now to end the bear market. And no one will expect this except KG. Sorry, guys, but yeah, this is what happens. So, Velo USD, we are on crypto.com. MG says, if you have time, can you please look at CRV? All right. If we have more time, yes, we will do, because we need, of course, to see the timing, how it works. We still have the stock analysis live stream. And NGC, oh, yeah, sorry, you are right. Okay, buddy, no worries. No worries, buddy. I'm there always to refresh. So, Velo, what is that? Is this is all-time history? I don't know if Coinbase. Yeah, that's okay. Crypto.com is better, I think. Let me check. I think I should have already marked this as. Here we go. Yes, this is all-time history. So yes, it is. Yeah, we were looking if a psychology found there after this massive impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probably finished, which is not really nice because it shows the direction of the market is downward. So that's not good, of course. And A, B, and a C is very likely there. Okay. But what is nice to see is that, okay, probably the psychology has been found here, a new one, because you got, of course, 5 ways down and then now 5 ways up. That creates new psychology. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leading diagonal. Wave 1 ABC, probably I'm still estimating, of course, the wave 2. It has been a very long time. We didn't analyze this one, obviously, from, yeah, very obviously from the presentation. But yeah, very likely that you might still hit, of course, our blue box here, which is, of course, our target area for a wave two. By the way, the timing is working perfectly. You hit also the fifth time. You need to finish simply the structure of a wave C here. Okay, meaning A, B, and a C in a smaller range, right? There you go. Okay. So if we are in wave C, 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Okay. I'm still looking for one more low. And then boom. Probably yes, because this is a very clear leading diagonal. Right, that was regarding VELO, why we have XRP. We already did it. BGB at 50 minutes 30. Here we go. Let's see BGB. Okay. We're still in the blue box at the end. Okay, that's fine. So first scenario here. Okay, I'm just looking at the differences. All right, wave 4. Okay, let's start. On the daily, you have potential 1, 2, 1, 2, another 1, 2, and then another 1, 2, 3. I'm still looking for the wave 4 inside this blue box. A very nice target, I would say. Based on the time, it's perfect because this wave 2, if you think this is very long, it is not because the wave 2 require double time here. As alternation, it looks perfect because you have a very deep wave 2, you have a sideways still regular flat here, in 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So basically, I'm very confident still with BGB that it still need one more low. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 2 lows. Sorry, guys. Because 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish wave 3, then 4 and a 5. So yeah, very likely that 0.38 can be a price, but I don't see really strong trend still like this. Indicator daily, yes. I think it is time, of course, to start to move for higher after some few lows here. Okay. Yeah. So I think this is still working perfectly with our scenario here. Okay. We're still looking for potential wave 5 to finish a wave 3, and then wave 4 and a 5. Okay. And yeah, so probably we're looking for this. Here you go. 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Wave C. Yeah, target for this one it still can be the $30. Yes, I know it's 10 times what the price is now, which is horrible, like 1000%. But yeah, it can happen. And by the way, what I love in this chart, it's the feeling that it gives me, which is different a little bit than the normal crypto market. It gives me, who follow me on the stock market, who will know exactly what I mean. It gives me a feeling that I'm doing analysis here for stock market and not for crypto, honestly. Because most of the crypto for the most of the stock market are showing always such silver one twos, and then mostly the trend is always upward somehow. It has a direction. So very nice. I like it so much right now, and it looks like yeah, kind of like corrective, very clear for me from the three waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not really so much intense, honestly, and obviously it's gonna be and confluence, by the way, we can get a confluence. How we forget this? Wave C in regular flat. Let's see, right? Okay, so well, okay, it says that it might be a little bit lower here as 1 to 1, but I don't see it honestly. Unless those double 4 5 are going to be fractal and start to boom, and then okay, we push higher. But everything's still fine, by the way, because you're still very far from invalidation of bearish, of bullish. Okay, here we go. 1.48, then we start to think differently. But currently, we're still very, very bullish. Okay, That was for BGB. Let's go to this one new Zora. We never did this, and I never heard. And that means the chart might be allergic. Here we go, guys. Sorry, guys. No, no Zora. Nothing to do there. Anyway, nothing to do there. All right. So 50, 55 minute for BNB for Binance. Okay, for Binance, what an interesting coin. Of course, was this push lately. On the daily here or all-time history, I would say you are in a very huge impulse. You have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the wave 5 finished. Meaning you have finished wave 3 in the blue, and currently we're looking for a wave 4 in the blue. Now, this wave 4, I think this is taken from, yes, this wave 4 taken from the wave 2 to the top of this wave 3 here. Let me check if this is already logarithmic. Let me take, okay, if you take the logarithmic chart here, you're going to get, of course, a 0.23, right? A 0.23. And that means, by the way, we don't need invalidation of bullish because the bullish has finished. Okay, the bull run has finished. It has unfolded everything fine. So that means if the wave 4 is gonna be deep there, 348, well, that's very, very deep, right? We don't have ABCs. This is a clear impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, triangle, wave 5 exploded. Now, from 850 to 350, is it possible? Well, for crypto market, yes, it is possible. Unfortunately, yes. And especially that you're looking here at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, meaning it's still the beginning of an A, B, and a C at least, and it might be an extended wave C probably. Okay, and that's why yes, the logarithmic here preferably to be taken. 1, 2, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Oh my God, not finished even. Look how many 5 we still have. You still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish the wave 5 of this impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Then 4 and a 5 to finish the 1, 2. That means this is your wave A. And that means you're going to get 3 waves up, wave B, and again, another impulse wave C. So yes, logarithmic here is the one that is working and not the linear. So the linear deleted. And this is exactly what I was looking for as a price action to make sure which one I have to follow here. Because yes, sometimes guys, the chart follows simply the linear, and sometimes it follows the logarithmic. But because this is anyway much more logarithmic for Binance, we're moving parabolic here. Yeah, so we have to stay logarithmic, of course. So yes, 350. I know it's very, very low, guys. I'm sorry, but I know it's very low. Yeah, 60% probably. Be careful with it. Okay, be careful with it. So what I just explained on the micro level, I think was clear. You have here 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, even not finished, guys. That is a lot of 1, 2s, and very clear that it's gonna be massive. Okay, the drop already, um, and that this is only the start. And we have here potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 blue. Okay, all right. Now, of course, you are in for 5, so you're gonna get those rejection and then wave 5, 4, and a 5. Sometimes you get a very intense wave 4 and then wave 5. Okay, so but it's gonna be something like that to finish the wave A and then B and a C. Yeah. All right, guys. Solana for Marian. All right, Solana, we can do this. All right, I'm gonna try my best. So 59-minute at comp here. So this one I remember as I mentioned, that it might be a little bit allergic. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. Why? Why you ask for it, guys? I don't know. Really, ask yourself, why should I look at such a chart? Why should I think to trade such a chart? Starting from $900, dropping down impulsively, very fast, directly to $27. Do you really consider, really, after this correction, even that the direction is still toward the downside because you are at least in ABC? Do you really consider to enter this one? Or are you interested in it? I don't know, guys. So it's a big question mark. Okay, I don't know. I mean, maybe you don't know how to assess the thing, and this is exactly what the channel is for. I don't want to blame you, but if you are already a user for this channel or subscriber, you know how to assess a chart. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this is what we do. It's educative channel here, so that's why try to avoid such thing, right? And if you are already a subscriber, of course, try to avoid the request. Okay, guys. If you're new, it is very understandable. Okay, but if you already got how to assess the chart and learn from the channel, try to avoid the request as well. Please. All right, APT USD. All right, APT. Okay, we look at it also. Yeah, also, I mean, it's not it doesn't look impulsive downward like the last one, but don't forget that you start very sideways and you didn't get any kind of signal of an impulse 5 ways up. So after a correction here that you might get, of course, an A, B, C, D, E, probably. Let me check. Yes, it is a triangle. Okay, and we assessed this a very long time ago as well, obviously from the presentation, but yeah, it's not a good chart at all. Okay, so yeah, not good at all. I'm gonna explain also what are. Okay, so after a triangle, A, B, C, D, and a E, you start another potential here, A, B, and a C, and then you drop down again, probably in an impulse or in a 3 ways down, meaning forget about it. Okay, it's not good. It's not a good chart at all. Even if a new psychology found here, you might be dropping impulsively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nobody knows. Now claiming the direction of the market. That's horrible, right? So, yep, 1 hour, 3 minutes. If there is time to check ONDO, we will try. We are in Ethereum, yes. Okay. All right. So for Ethereum, let's move directly to the micro level. So for Ethereum, of course, I'm looking still at this potential bull run. Now all of you ask, are asking yourself how this guy is just saying that everything is gonna drop down, and now he comes to Ethereum and he says it's gonna move up. Well, guys, each chart by chart, right? First, this is my answer. Second, yes, many coins simply decouple. Simply, it happens in every single cycle, and we saw this. We saw this in Tau, by the way, lately, recently, right? When all the crypto market dropped down with this very massive wick, Tau, boom, went very high, right? Why? Because of the chart. Technically, it cannot be allowed. Now, what happened with Tau, we're gonna see, of course, again. Someone asked, okay, it is next. Perfect. So, 1, 2, 1, 2. Currently, the chart is still there, okay, for bullish. The structure of this correction wave to A, B, and a C is perfect, right? We are in this ending diagonal here, potential wave 5. We got, of course, potentially as well the W, X, and a Y at the same time, meaning W, X, and your wave Y can be here a potential A, B, and a C. Your wave C is a 1, 2, 3, 4. No invalidation, by the way. That is a gap. And then you take the wave 5, perfect target for a wave 5. Now, if we move inside it, we start to see, of course, here kind of like three waves, which I'm not yet convinced with it. Okay, like three waves, but probably it can be as well a wave one, W, X, and a Y, and then you push high here for a wave three. Now, what is very interesting is that if you are here potentially even in this ugly diagonal, expanding diagonal, wave one, because it's a perfect expanding diagonal, by the way, and you cannot call it something else anyway. Wave two, wave 3, wave 4. Invalidation at 2872, which we are very close. And that's why you start to see some red before touching it. If it's gonna stay showing red and we move down, okay, it's a three ways up. We continue the trend toward the downside. If we take the 2800, which is very close, so if the market wants to turn and reverse somehow or show a little bit of strength, it might take the 2872, and it might be the signal for a potential finished bottom here. Okay, so to confirm it, because of course I never confirm that yes, this is gonna happen 100% 1212, but we come to this area which is in precision and we see a reaction, right? And currently we need confirmation of it. 2872, if taken, that would be nice. We might continue. So to be watched, 2872. All right, there is nothing else to think about it yet regarding Ethereum. But yeah, I'm watching it very closely, honestly. Um, 07 for Tau. Now, Tau, uh, Lindy, did you? Okay. Lindy, you're doing a promotion here? Okay, so you're timed out. All right. So Tau, Bitensor, for Tau, very very interesting. Yes, thank you for who asked for Tau. Very interesting. So, but yeah, it has broke my really blue box. I was looking just to stay preferably inside it and see this signal, but it didn't. It took the 886. Now, of course, as per Elliott wave rule, when you have an impulse, you cannot get invalidation as per the rule. Otherwise, you have to take the low when you are in 1 2, of course. We're not talking about something else. 1 2, the wave 2 is not allowed to take the low. If the wave 2 is still above the low of the wave 1, you still valid 1 2. Yes, Dermo. Where is BONK? Okay, yes, sorry, buddy. I don't know how I skip it. I get distracted or something. So we're gonna do it. So basically, 886 is still there for wave two, and of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 might be, of course, unfolding. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, yeah, what I don't like it here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, probably because this is your wave 5. Wave 5 is still not finished, guys. Okay, so sorry to say, but yeah, let me put the label to understand it. So you're looking for this blue scenario. You are in a 1, 2, and then wave 3 given, wave 4, and you're looking for the wave 5, which is extended 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning, inside this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, you did not yet finish this. I'm going to put it in the white because internally, you're looking as well for 1, two. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. A lot of fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 4 and a 5. So yeah, obviously something is not finished, guys. This is meaning like, yes, very likely that we're not done yet. And if this is the case, well, yeah, we gotta be careful with it, okay? Because let's say this is the wave 4, wave 5, 5 here to be finished. But that means invalidation. And that means, of course, in case, unless, of course, it's gonna show something higher. 1 second. Let me just put this. This is your invalidation of bullish, okay? Um, unless, unless it's gonna be something totally different, and it's gonna turn into something like WX and a Y, something like this, and then you have an X in between here, which is very complex. Very interesting, right? How do we know? To get sure you're in something you're bullish or taking the different path here, invalidation of bearish. Meaning if you are in this 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4 is not allowed to interfere, which is very, very close, right? Which is nice. $304. Okay, that's for Tau. This is what you need to watch. If the price stays below it, we drop down. If we go below the 886, yeah, definitely we're gonna take the low here, okay, which is your invalidation of bullish here, which is gonna be creepy. But do you know what is interesting with it? Sorry, I took a time a little bit here. What is interesting that if this happens, Tau is gonna save it again. Why? Because we have A, B, and potential this wave 1 here, which is a clear impulse still. If this is gonna be invalidated as an impulse, well, okay, that means ABC. Okay, 3 ways up, meaning 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You finish a lower wave 2, which is a bigger ABC expanding flat, and then you move up. So you still have chances here even for Tau to still even be bullish from there, which is very nice. Okay, very nice chart, guys. All right, guys. So that was for Tau. Let's move for BONK. BONK 30. All right. For BONK USD. There you go. All right. For BONK, blue box obviously hit. Mm-hmm. Interesting. ABC, which I think even can be a WX and a Y. However, it is a wave A at the end. And this is your WX and a Y. Might be a 3 ways down, and then you finish here maybe another structure like a WX or A, B, and a C here. The wave C can be, of course, something unfolding as an impulse. And you're looking here at 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So yeah, it's still, of course, looking for lower. Now, on the lower time frame, yes, this is a very clear impulse for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And of course, you have 1, 2, 1, 2. So yeah, this is exactly what I'm saying. Like you might be in double 1, 2 here. Okay. Um, yeah. So some coins are still showing. I don't know, guys. Some coins are showing, of course, weakness still. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. What is horrible as well is that this is looking 3 ways, okay? Unless you have to count it as expanding diagonal, which is very rare and I hate it. And also, this looks like 3 ways. So, is it that this is your expanding diagonal and we move high? Also to be watched. Because if this is a big expanding diagonal, very likely that you push very high after it. because after each expanding diagonal like this one, you expect a very strong rebound. Yeah. How do we know this? Well, very hard, right? By this. This is your target, guys, as key level, okay? Invalidation of bearish. Meaning if the price moves to this price here, yes, it might be. Yeah, so this is the thing. Nassim, can you talk a bit about KGT indicator? Wow, okay, nice question. The KGT, here we go. Always ready on my desktop, the KGT, honestly. Yeah, I don't use it so much in the videos, so much, but it's a very, very, of course, helpful tool. I use it always, especially with Bitcoin. So today I mentioned also with KGT how I read the things. Now it depends even, guys. You can use it, of course, for scalping. I'm gonna show this later on. But look what we have. How did I know that we move for higher as well? Despite that this is a very complex structure probably here if you are analyzing it. So as you can see here, we start to see some movement, right? We got the signal as bearish. That's fine. I wait, right? I wait because also, I mean, you have another bearish signal which is convergent with the price. Conversion meaning the price is downward and the signal as bearish are downward. And this is very important to have a confirmation that you might continue toward the downside. Now, once I got this, we saw, of course, further drop down until a new signal as bullish has appeared. And what is important when you see a bullish signal or double bullish signal like this, especially if it is divergence, meaning the CVD line is very close to the previous signal here, right? And then the price is upward. That is a bullish divergence. And here we are. And that's why in the morning I mentioned, yes, we're moving for higher. Now, what is interesting, you got the bearish signal, right? But the things are still moving up. You will say, okay, what are an indicator? Okay, you need to know how to read it definitely, because once the price here, exactly at this level, once the price gets the high, which is this signal, you know that the bulls won over the bears on the 1 minute chart, of course. In this area where exactly the bulls won over the bears. And that's why even if you get a bearish signal, you don't care anymore because it's not convergent anymore. The signal, the bear, are maybe sideways, but the price is upward. So it is divergence. By all means, for the bearish signal within the price, you need convergence, while the bullish signals, you need, of course, divergence within the price. So this is what is KGT. Now, of course, the higher you go, of course, like 5 minute chart, it shows you much more clearer view that okay, this move towards the upside is already pressured because on the 5 minute chart means a lot. Okay, means you are looking at the price from 25 November, 11 November. Sorry, that means 2 weeks ago. Okay, so don't underestimate the 5 minute shot on KGT. Yeah, so it's a very long time here, and it shows you the very strong convergence with the price and with the CVD line. That means okay, it's gonna move up a little bit, but don't think we're gonna take the high here. It's a lot of pressure, and yes, you got the signal very early. Honestly, okay, it's a very early signal, and that means of course it's gonna push a little bit, which is the 1 minute chart that you saw. But on the 5 minute chart, of course, it's gonna pressure back down probably. Unless if of course after getting higher and we push down and the CVD line shows another bullish signal here on the 5 minute chart, that would be nice. Especially if the price doesn't take this low and then it transform a bullish diversion on the 5 minute. Okay, that's bullish. Okay, that's very bullish. So this is how I estimate the things. Now, of course, you can use it as well as scalping, but of course, no financial advice. You have to be careful when you use it. You can go even to 5 seconds chart here as scalping. You can use the same way, as you can see. Okay. So when you get like a bullish signal, you can move up with it. I'm talking here at 5 seconds, especially when it is in divergence, right? As you can see, clear divergence with the price and the signals. And of course, when you get a strong sell, you have to be careful. So yeah, you can also reduce the signals. Like you can get even much more precise for smaller waves. But yeah, I don't recommend it so much, guys. I mean, you have to get experience with this. Okay, be careful. I do this, of course. I do this, but you need experience with that. Okay. You need to know how to use it first on the macro level, and then you can get to the scalping with it. But be careful with it. All right, guys. So, yep. So this is regarding indicator KGT. I hope that this helps. All right. Next, what do we have? BONK we already analyzed. Let's take a look also at CRV, Mr. Singh Sui. Yes, we can take. Let me hydrate, guys. Just give me a second. Thank you. All right. CRV. Okay, let's see this one, what it did. I mean, also was not performing in all-time history, basically. It's not like the other coins that we have as a main coins. But yeah, all-time history for CRV as well is horrible. Is moving downward. One, two, three, probably. And I didn't saw any signal of strength. I saw three ways, meaning we continue the drop downward. So again, why interested? I don't know, guys. Why are you interested with this one? I don't know. Especially MG that you ask for this. I mean, I know that you are maybe in a trade already since a long time or with spot. I know that because you are our member. But it's time to figure it out. Okay, like this guy is not gonna perform. Okay, A, B, and a C. No, that is no signal. Even I was trying to estimate for you a leading diagonal, and here we go. This is the answer. So yeah, be careful with this one. It's out. Solana, 1 hour 22 minute. Solana USD. So for Solana, I'm going only micro level. Very interesting as well. I'm looking for, oh, wave 5 can be very likely finished here for Solana. That's very, really interesting. Yes, that was from yesterday. So is it possible that we are in several 1-2s here? Like 1-2, 1-2, big 1-2 here. Like 1-2 and then 1 and then 2 and then you're looking for wave 3. Well, very interesting. What I would like to see as a signal here is breaking this. If we break this level, okay, and we continue, that's something nice to talk about it as potential bullish. Why? Because if we finished here, as we said, the wave 5 and wave C, meaning your wave 2 is done, finished in the perfect blue box. That means your 1-2 as leading diagonal might be playing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 wave 1, and then W, X, and a Y, or A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave C. Okay. Um, yes, I know MG. I know, buddy. You are spot in CRV. But yeah, I'm very sorry, buddy. I'm very sorry. But this is not looking good. Okay. It's not looking good. And if you're just on hope with it, I don't know, buddy. I suggest maybe to forget them. Just keep them and forget them if they are not like really big bag, of CRVs. But yeah, sorry, buddy. All right, Ondo. For Ondo, on the all-time history, let's see this one. Okay, so It's a nice chart, not bad, because you start impulsively. There is a direction for the market, which is nice to be directed up or down. If down, of course, then we get far from it. If up, it is a little bit more safer, right? So A, B, C, D, and a E was a potential scenario. Obviously, we got the answer. It is not. Therefore, triangle scenario is out. What is left is your A, the big B, and the big C here. To finish, of course, the wave B in the blue scenario, or a wave 2, meaning A, B, and a C expanding flat, and very likely that you might be in this diagonal, probably. And of course, it opens right now a different scenario, which is a big WX and a Y. So I'm going to remove this. This is not necessarily to have anymore. Wave C, wave 4, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. So also you have this scenario, which is a W, X, and a Y. Difference is that the wave C has to be 5 waves, meaning it still need time. But the wave Y can be finished very soon, probably. Why? Because you started from there. This is not an impulse. It doesn't belong to this structure, to this impulse. That means, of course, this is exactly your correction here unfolding, and very likely in a wave Y. Okay. So basically, I would say this is not bad, because in case it is wave Y, you might be currently looking for wave C in a zigzag. Yes, you have passed already the perfect time. So basically, what you need for is to look at the structure here. Again, same structure that we saw with that group of potential expanding diagonal because of the zigzags, right? Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Probably another zigzag here. Okay, something like that. So still can be unfolding a longer. And by the way, of course, there is a fib level for an expanding diagonal, wave 5. So if we take this wave 5, potentially wave 5 expanding diagonal, yeah, it might be, yes. You start with the uncommon targets. So yeah, it's very likely as well that it dropped down, guys. Okay, you still can be in an expanding diagonal. Normally, it's very, very intense, right? So it can be around the 0.39 if this is gonna happen. Okay, we rarely use this one, by the way. We very rarely use it, but yeah, it can be. So what is the highest possibility? Well, okay, you need a key level here to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your key level. Invalidation of bearish. If you take this price and you continue for higher right now, 0.5 exactly, that might be the signal. Okay. All right. Finally, we finish up, guys. No more requests. I tried here to keep even all the requests on. So Sui, there are coins like Sai that outperform fundamentally but has a horrible chart. Yeah, I mean Sai I think was a good chart and still probably, but fundamentally I don't know what is the problem. But yeah, basically on, I mean, now all the chart are a little bit suffering, but you, if the all-time history is okay and good, not like comp, not like CRV, not like ICP, not like any downtrend from the top directly impulsively, that's fine. Even in a bear market, it's fine. Okay, it's gonna survive somewhere, yeah, because it's the all-time history, and this is where it comes the right choice, right? Welcome to the channel, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for Sui. Now, the same with SUI. I would say this can be, of course, expanding diagonal, but the problem with it, the difference with it, is that SUI was even more intense to not take even the zone one, which is kind of like, yeah, not like invalidating an expanding diagonal. But this is a very, very massive drop. Now, what I can say on the all-time history is that you reach the target as expected perfectly, right? So this was our expectation since months in case of a big correction, and it happened, right? Now, what I'm looking for here is a potential, of course, reversal. And despite that, this structure, it is a lot of zigzag internally. Let me show you what I mean. Like a lot of zigzag from here, like ABC from the top, right, after the reversal, and then another ABC. And currently, you might be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correction, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, meaning another potential ABC, very likely. If this is gonna be, well, I'm tending to call this something very complex, W, X, Y, X, and a Z in triple zigzags. Because really and seriously, we cannot talk here about 1, 2, 1, 2, then sorry, here 1, 2, and then another 1, 2, 1, 2, and now wave 3. That means horrible 4, 5, 4, 5. Like Sui is just ending up here. Okay, but I doubt it. Of course, I doubt it. Now, if this is gonna be like kind of like even horrible, expanding diagonal as a wave 1, 2, and then wave 3, and you are in a wave 4 here, wave 5, okay, maybe one more low, we should see a signal of strength. Indicators full, all of them. From the daily, you are in the lowest low of the RSI ever. After several hits, of course, on the weekly, you took the lowest low ever on RSI ever. Okay, this was the lowest in this bear market. We already passed it. So why? I don't know why. Do we have FTX? No. Do we have a Ukrainian-Russian war? No. Do we have, I don't know, dark webs getting wrecked or something? No. Those are the previous bear markets. So I don't know what the hell is going on, guys. Why Sui is very bloody. Okay. It's simply, I don't know. Yeah. But the chart says that the things are not really, really nice. Okay. Now, if it's gonna reverse, okay, maybe one more low, and it shows a lot of strands, a lot, because when this happens, okay, when this happens, and you see RSI and all indicators like at zero, and by the way, just take the all-time high, 75% drop. Now on the logarithmic, it looks like still fine, right? But let me remove the logarithmic for you guys. Is that nice? Of course not. I mean, you start to think like, what the hell is going on? It's time to move up, right? So maybe one more drop, yes, can be, and then we push higher. Unless it's gonna take the linear 1 to 1 fib level at 0.8, that is also very, very bad. Okay. All right, guys. So, but basically, I'm still, of course, optimistic for Sui. It's a nice coin. It's a nice project, and I think that the things might reverse really, really bullish at one day. But currently, I don't see yet a signal of strength. Okay, for this on the lower time frame, this for me is still looking like a triangle, and we drop down. But why it shows a lot of weakness, I really don't know, guys. Many other altcoins that we saw today shows even better performance than Sui. Okay. All right, guys. So that was it for today. I'm gonna copy this, of course, to the live stream description. You can come back to it and watch it at any time. Thank you for being here. Of course, I will buy more when I drop more. Okay, good luck, buddy. And of course, trade safe always. Nice to see you guys. Thank you for your likes and comments. Don't forget, of course, it supports the channel and to move on always and do those special requests for you. I wish you to have a nice eve. See you in the next one. Bye bye.